Hey, testing one, two, three. Testing one, two, three. Can everybody hear me okay? I want to get into the presentation because I've got some questions. I'm trying to get some feedback. Let me just tell you where I am from a mental standpoint, looking ahead. We've got an opportunity, probably, in my estimation. Morris, how many years you been with me, Morris? This is a question, Morris. How many years have you been with me? Morris is a long-term student. 15 years, right? In the 15 years Morris has been with me, we've never had this kind of opportunity in the second half, okay? And I believe the second half is going to be the best second half in the last 15 years, okay? And I have to plan out how I'm going to take advantage of it because, you know, I'm a trader investor too, and I want to participate. And so everybody needs to take this time. I think I would add 3 weeks to whatever date they pass the big beautiful bill. 3 weeks. It'll get a little. It'll have an initial surge, pull back, that kind of stuff. But once it settles down, after about 3 weeks, there's going to be some big opportunities. One of the most pleasant things that I've seen is NVIDIA is now in new leadership. It's at 156, and NVIDIA is going to lead. And you got to keep your eye on NVIDIA like we did in prior markets that took off. So I think that's important. But there's a high degree of risk involved in trading. Past performance is not indicative of future results. I want to take you down this because I want you to do the math. Because if you're not taking these trades, you're cheating yourself. These trades, you know, going back to May, and I'm going to have Jonathan do the whole year. It's really good, but I only did this due to interest of time. May was 93% accurate. I was taken back by just how good that was. And I thought to myself, whoa, I don't ever remember. I'm usually 4 out of 5. You know, historically, that's about where I'm going to come. And then I went to June, and I've got 100% accuracy. Jonathan, did we make another good trade this morning yet? Or did we fill on it? Or what's the story?
We did, Tom. It was 25 yesterday. It's 26 today.
We got 26 now. That's another trade that we put in the books. Anybody make that trade? That was on the one ticker program, right? Got in last night before the close, out this morning. Pete did? Okay, that's what I want to see. You know, when I'm firing off this stuff, I'm really putting the odds in your favor because I'm waiting just for the right moment to do these things, time-wise and all that. And if you look at our workshop in Sawgrass, historic, never had a workshop that good. I've had 4 or 5 perfect games in my career doing these things. This was the best all around of any that I've ever done. And I think I attribute it to the realistic approach we're taking, okay? The realistic approach we're taking. This morning, if you're in my TNT, this is not in notes 26, probably got another 10 trades there this month. We made a trade on the TQQ this morning, making money on that one. So we're just chopping away at it. So if you're not in TNT, you need to be there. But what do you think is the biggest obstacle preventing you from making money? Tell me what you think the biggest obstacle is. And I'd like everybody to give me their answer because I'm taking time to learn. I want to make sure I know what the biggest obstacle is because I can help you if I know. Okay? Jerry, you say you're the biggest obstacle? Barbara says not getting enough sleep. Barbara, I have that issue also. I would tell you to get that nighttime tea. It sort of does calm you down at night. Joe B, hesitation. You're afraid of losing, right, Joe? Donna's afraid of losing. David's the fear. Yeah, fear is a big part of it. So what you got to do is you got to isolate the money. As far as entry and exits, okay? Entries and exits can be solved if you follow along. And Rod says risk mitigation. Hey, 72 hours. If I do one of these trades, okay, it should be good. Jim says fear of losing is his biggest problem. Just getting started, I've got a lot of material. Okay, Keith, can you count to 72? Can you count to 72? 72 hours on an option is about all you already give it, okay? No, I'm not using 3-point stops on the E-mini Joe. Goodness gracious, not with 100-point movements. I hear you, Terry. We'll get there. All right, those are some of the things. So you got to get over the fear. The way you get over the fear is think in terms of numbers and the process that I teach. That's education. What is the plan for the second half of the year? I'm putting together a plan like no other. And because of that, I've got a list of people that I'm talking to find out their personal situation where they can participate. All I'm asking you to do is put your email and phone number in here to get on my list. My Zebra people, you'll be getting a call automatically because I've done an extraordinary job, okay? Now, are you using the tools that we put together, the roadmap and MTI by DTI? You've got to use technology. There's no way you can keep up with this stuff without using technology. I'm telling you, it's tough. It's tough to keep up. I can't keep up. I got the roadmap, I got MTI, I'm watching it, looking at these things. And of course, these tools give me my key numbers. Learn what we teach on the roadmap, and we'll work with you. If you can't afford the package price, all you got to do is contact Kelly Barber at DTI Trader, or contact Jeffrey Ondraka, okay? All you have to do is contact them. They'll work with you because I want you to have it. And I told them, I gave them some parameters that you'll have to pay us, but we'll pay, where it works for you. But don't put money at risk without the right tools and do the work, okay? So you got to have the tools. Jim's one of our most successful students. Would you say that the tools are a big part of your success? I'm asking Jim that question because he is so successful listening and taking the trades. Now, type in if you've made any of the trades that I've done. That's close to, what are we talking about there? 40 and 25, about 70 something trades. Anybody take those trades? 70 trades is a lot of trades. Why just a few? You don't like making money? You won't find anybody. I'm not being braggadocious here, but you won't find anybody that goes through the deliberation that I do. I've been doing this 40 years. I've seen it all out there. You won't find anybody that puts the odds in your favor. I mean, look at the results. It's just, it's almost like embarrassing to have to mention it, but and I take people like Carol here. Carol, what are you doing that you've done? You've been a great student, okay? What could you share with it other than try to get face to face? What else, Carol? Because a lot of success. Junior is up 35% of his account. He came to Sawgrass. He took the time to come to Sawgrass. 35%. Most money managers this year are down. Did y'all know that? Junior's up 35%. He's managed his own money. I love it. Great decision. Now here's a question for you. Are you effectively managing your own money? Do you know how to do that? How to manage your own money? I'm gonna give you an overview here. You take how much money is your risk capital, divide it by 10, and do level bets. David Cassidy listened, and he's up 29% this month. Warren Buffett would like to have your trading record. That is so outstanding. Way to go. We'll call you the Buffett of the DTI students. Well, Albert, how are you going to learn how to use them? Okay. Do you go to the training that Jonathan offers on learning these tools? Have you watched the videos? Have you asked questions? Look, nothing is perfect. And I'm not going to tell you it is, but you have to look at this as numbers and trading. Okay? Numbers and trading. Albert, go look at the tapes. Take the time. It's your money. Go look at it. They're not bad. I said, take Robin, take how much money you guys risk capital, divide it by 10, and make that your level bet. Okay? Thanks, Skip, for saying that about our training. Let's get it right, because we've got about minimum 3 weeks to this baby's going to take. Now, I'm not going to have time to do a lot of education after about 3 or 4 weeks. It's going to be a trade-a-thon all year. Morris remembers that term, okay? The second half of 2025 will be one of the best second halves of the decade, in my opinion. I got one caveat. We have to get that bill passed. Let's get a plan to take advantage of it, okay? That's what we're going to do. Let's look at my key stops for June. This is the process I talk about. Every stock on here, just think about this. Let's just drop down to AMD. Let's say that you looked at this and you knew that if AMD got above 119.30, you were going to go long, either with an option or stock this month. That's the only trade you did all month. Where's AMD today? If you had bought an option on that, where's the AMD right this second? That's an example of how valuable this process is. AMD said buy early in the month, and AMD right now, go check the price of it. AMD is 143. Most people that pick stocks would love to be able to tell you they told you to get long at 120 and make that kind of money in a month. And that's just not one. There's so many more. Look at Circle. Circle said get long at 103. Y'all remember Circle during the Sawgrass where I put people in the BuzzFly, Carol? Remember that? Everybody was concerned. The stock ended up going to 298. I think it's going to go higher. It'll have its corrections along the way. But I think it's good. Y'all notice Apple doesn't have a buy signal? Look at Apple. Go back and look at Apple. It helps you avoid bad stocks. Look at that. Stay out. Staying out is important rather than tying up your capital, wouldn't you say? This is such important. We're about to start the process in July. I will pick 25 tickers this weekend. Jonathan will introduce it Tuesday at the All-Stars. We'll introduce it then Tuesday at the All-Stars, the 25 tickers for the month of July. I'll take this time between now and the end of the month and figure out which 25 I want to go with for kicking off the second half, okay? Morris, we give this list to T-Buzz All-Stars via email. If you're in T-Buzz All-Stars, you should get it and ask for it on a Tuesday. I share it with other people sometimes because I want to show people the power of it. But if you want to guarantee you have an updated list throughout the month, you have to be a member of T-Buzz All-Stars or Gold Medallion. Let's talk how we're going to work here at DTI. This is how we think. We have a planning session to kick off the week. The planning session is on Sunday night at 8 o'clock. That's the first time stocks trade for the week, Sunday night at 8. I'm right there when the gate opens up. That's Sunday night. I've started doing this train and trade on Monday, and I will tell you the first 20 or 30 minutes of it from now on is going to be on basic options, and I'm going to have Jonathan teach it. Okay? I want to do that because I've talked to enough people, they need the training, and I'm just going to give it to you. And Jonathan goes through some basics about options. Stuff like what options are, it's very simple stuff, and then we'll get started. Okay? We'll do that as a kickoff train and trade. Okay? Now, who's a member of my weekly trade letter? Who's not a member of my weekly trade letters? $9.99 for a month. Adam, I think we ought to review for the second half of the year and change the price. So let's talk about that tomorrow when we meet. Okay? Yeah, if you want to sign up for the newsletter, he'll post a link in there if you want to sign up. Okay? That comes out on Monday afternoon after the close. And it sort of consolidates my thoughts from Sunday night planning. People love it. They have something they can print off and have by their desk where they won't forget about the good things that we talk about. And we take that list of 10 stocks and I tell you the 5 most. All right, let's talk about the trade week. On Tuesday, we kick off our trade week. That's the formal kickoff of each week. Tuesday at 10:45, Tuesday All-Stars. My longest program. Morris, the first time he joined it, paid $4,500 and it was a bargain. 12 years later, we're still going strong. Barbara, if anybody's got questions they want Jonathan to cover at the next train and trade, send an email to Roe@DTI Trader. He'll do a frequently asked questions by everybody, Barbara. So you got to take some time, send it to Roe@DTI Trader, okay? You'll kick off the first class answering those questions. I open house on Wednesday, done it for years at 8 o'clock. It's called WOW, Wednesday on the Web. I've been doing that since 2005. Goodness gracious, just occurred to me. I've been doing it for 20 years. 20 years on Wednesday night. I'll make time to be there at 8 o'clock. You ought to make time. Put it on your schedule. I do it in the evening where you can't get what I would say everybody could, at 8 o'clock, it's not too late, not too early. It's there. I follow up with flash meetings like I did this week, I think yesterday, and I do that throughout the week. We focus on education, help you become a better trader. Because if you become a better trader, it makes my job easy. You know, I have people like David and Joe and people that have worked hard learning this stuff and using these tools. It makes me look smart when I get people in there that do great, okay? I want you to do well. I want to read your success story. Now, if you missed some of the trades over the last few months, you ought to talk about our gold program, why everyone should be involved. We had somebody yesterday, a new student, had came to Sawgrass, and she asked me, hey, what's this gold? Well, here's the gold program, gives you a year. Now, I want to define this. This year is all on the security side, okay? And we've been giving credits towards money you already spent because you didn't know about the gold program. And she took one of those credits and she's now a gold member for the next year. So if you want to get into the gold program, the fastest way to do it is get involved with everything I do, with the exception of futures. Futures are separate. I want to put that out there because I don't want any confusion. What you need to do is fill out the application, speak with a member of my team. That's simple. That's how Carol got started. She became a gold member. Now she's a medallion. You can apply at dtitrader.com/apply. I will be helping them help you. So if you got any interest in the gold program, now's the time to get on board. We're giving substantial credits to give you the gold program. Okay? And that's not an endless deal. You have to, it's a chicken, fish, or steak type thing. So you put your name down, we'll talk to you, you'll make a decision. Fill out the application. Who's interested in that? I'm just curious. Give me some feedback. Who's interested in the gold program? Tell me you're interested. I'll be looking for your name when it pops up on the application. Claire, okay, good. David, okay, good. This is the cheapest way to fly, especially since you've already spent money being part of programs, okay? Robin, this is all encompassing. It's a comprehensive deal, okay? Bob's interested, okay, good. Let's make it happen. Let's get in there. Way to go, Cherry. She's a medallion. But she's been with me. It took a while to be with me. I get it. DTItrader.com and apply. All right. I've been talking about Genesis. I did something on Genesis that I have to tell you about, okay? Jim said becoming a medallion member was the best decision in his 50-year trading. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that. But everybody focus on Genesis. We have technology now that delivers money to us. It's Genesis. It happens between 11:30 and 12:30 each and every day. We had a continuation. We only have one of these every 5 or so days, but when you do, you can load the truck, so to speak. That's what I've been doing. All those trades I made this week were because of the continuation pattern, and boy, we hit it good. We went from 20 successful trades in June to 25, 26. It said be long. The tool said be long, and then we broke it down in stocks that paid. The S&P got us long. It's now at 610.39. Moving on out, as they say. Moving on out. The continuation path only happens once about every 5 days, but when it does, whoa. Now I'm doing something special for Genesis because it's so powerful to know this. You're going to erase a lot of sins. Our technology is perfect. It's drilled in, focused in. It does all the work, delivers it up to you. Okay? That's what you want, the computer to do it. The real-time analysis. Hey, built by a trader, not by a programmer. Remember that, okay? Nothing is wrong with programmers. I happen to know a great one. He built MTI, Tom Delashay. Y'all know that. Y'all saw him at Sawgrass. But the truth of the matter is, our strategies are so solid. Being able to use the roadmap and let the technology work for us has been a sea change, opening up opportunities. When you have Genesis, you've got something in your back pocket. Here it is. We give you the entry, the stop loss, and profit details all included. You practically set it for you. So the way Genesis works is about 12:30 to 1, you get served up where you ought to be long, short, or out, and how to do it. Each and every day it does it. I'm waiting for that time now, about 30 minutes away from Genesis. Have a Telegram channel. This is the beauty about having a Telegram channel, because I can do bonus trades in Genesis when I see something really good, and I do it. I think we did 2 this week, last 5 days, but I got a big bonus when you ought to sign up and don't delay. I want to kick off July with Genesis, where we had a little experience using it in there. There's no download required. You go right to the Genesis room. It gives you all the information, but I'm going to show you through money. We'll answer those questions next week as we kick off the month. 2 to 5 alerts per day on average. You got to learn how to choose which one. I'll show you that. Income opportunities, show you that. And we'll teach you about options along the way. Oh, Prim, he did it again. Way to go, Prim. I see their names up there, and they always listen and take the trades. That makes it fun, doesn't it? Whitney does this almost for every trade that she gets into. She's a good trader, and it works. Way to go. Way to go. Go to dtitrader.com/Genesis or call 904-706-3532. And the big bonus should be on the next slide, I would think. Oh, he's coming out. T-Vuz the chimpanzee. We're going to debut on Genesis in July. Big bonus. I will give 5 scholarship trades starting July 1st. What does that mean? That means that I'm going to focus starting July 1st during that time frame. We'll post those trades into the Genesis room. We're going to take advantage of this second half. I'm going to force feed you money. Force feed it. Not being cocky. I'm just confident I can do it based on the tools. Get signed up if you want to be part of it. And Jonathan, why don't we take a 10-minute break, come back, go to a live market, and I will show people, I'll give people the numbers of the day, and we'll finish up there. Take 10 minutes, get signed up for Genesis, qualify for the 5 bonus trades. Let's bring it on. The trades will go out between 11:30 and 1 o'clock after July 1st. The bonus trades will. No, the trades will be on Telegram and then posted on the one click. I'll post it in Telegram, and Jonathan will take it and copy and do all the stuff he does. Make it as easy as possible on the bonuses. And they're not anything that I'm planning on being day trades. I'm thinking they're going to be trades that last at least overnight. So you got time to get in. July 1st. Yes, I'm still making calls. In fact, I've been doing some work to make sure the calls work, and I'm going to start today probably after 12. So if your name's on the list, I'm going to get Adam to give me a fresh list, and I'm going to work from that starting today. Okay? Ron, it made money. Did you see that for this month we got 26 trades? All of them's made money? Maybe I wasn't clear. Alfonso, I'll be glad to call you. Put your phone number in there, and Adam will put you on the list to give me, okay? I work from that list because it's a lot easier. I can't read my own writing, it's a problem. Definitely call you, Alfonso. Alfonso, how's your young wife? We had some good food last time you were in town, didn't we? Put it in there, Ryan. I'll be glad to talk to you. Way to go, Junior. Made some money on the TQQ. All right, let's go to a live market. Bring up D-mini. I'm gonna give him the master numbers. This is what I'm gonna give him. All right, here's the numbers for D-mini. 6191. It's currently 6182. The target 6191. That's the resistance point. That'll be the resistance point for the SPY and the QQQ if we go up. Support. Support comes in at 6175. Then 6161. And then our pivot number 6145. If we get higher than 6191, the next target will be 6208, 6234. That'll be the next target. That's the mini, and those are the numbers that count, and that's how I would look at today's trading. Any questions about the numbers I gave you? Those numbers will make you money if you pay attention to those numbers on the E-mini. Right now, you got a bullish setup. If you look at it, with a higher high, lower high. All right, go back to the cost or the thing. Make sure we got everything. Wow, Carol, that's a nice thing Carol said. All right, folks, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks for coming. Don't be left behind, because all you're gonna hear about July through December, if I'm right on my timing, all you're gonna hear about success, success, success. Don't get tired of winning, to copy a phrase. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. If you hear from me, it'll be me posting trades to do. Day is Thursday, right? And then we'll look at tomorrow's Friday. Have a good day. Thank you.